What's up, everyone? I will try to make this entertaining at least, or not that sporadic. I'll try to keep it focused, but remember, I'm on the spiritual front lines. I'm in a place that the culture did not grow well after COVID, and the people are trapped and stuck, and the social norms here restrict freedom, which is funny because it's one of those places with predominantly white. So there's just a lot of shit. It's like very far out of the way, so it's more like you have to submit to people that have guns and they have a certain way of doing things and they've been playing a game. And if you come in with a certain type of way, the kind of DNA culture wars, they come at you, and it's now like it's up to higher beings to play chess. So I'm just trying my best here, but I was really called to drop this right before the election for anyone that wants to find some meaning in life and they're stuck in their house, specifically men, because I feel horrible for women, but I know that men are most likely the issue. If they weren't around, it would be fine. But I used to being homeless for years. The only real like source of love that I really had were daydreams, food, and then when I would feel good, sometimes I would watch porn because it would remind me of who I was when I was younger and was getting laid. But now I'm like, when I get buff and when I'm healthy and when I have a job and I'm able to provide for somebody, then I'll do it instead of being a crazy bum trying it. I'm just going to go do my stuff. But one day I had like a not safe for work Discord, and I was scrolling on it, and I came across a video of this girl, and there were two fat white men in their 40s and two fat black men in their 40s, and the girl was she looked like she was 12. And she was confused. She was looking up at them. And I'm like an empath. I'm like the highest form of empathy possible. Like psychics cry when they're around me. And I recognized in her how afraid she was, and that she saw the guy on her left that was holding her up so that the two guys could fuck both sides of her, and the other guy was jerking off watching, helping hold her up. And she looked at him, the white guy, like he was her father. And then the guy looked the same way that the police officers walk around. And they're like, it's just the way it is. And then they just kept going, and I saw her kind of fade out and just accept what was happening. And I tried to go back and find the video because I wanted to screenshot it. I wanted to blur out all the faces and the parts, and I wanted to make that something that the world could see because of how sick it was and how much it makes you feel. Because it shuts down a lot of like white American delusion to force you to see reality. And I can't look at porn the same. I can't walk down the street the same. And I'm able to recognize the behavior of those people and how they were acting and the emotional state they operate from, and I can literally see it like a conscious fabric of reality. It's like a fluid being living water. I can just recognize that when I walk down the street. I can see when people talk to me what's hitting me. I'm an empath. So I know that most police and most soldiers are exactly the same way, where it's just the way it is, and I'm going to get what I want from you. But to get there, they had to throw out what was right in the name of what they felt like they wanted to, that they could do whatever they want. And what I've recognized from that video, because I think it's all God's divine timing, I found that video here. And because of that experience, I was able to walk through this town and recognize how many people were operating the same exact way as those people in the video. And I was able to see the differences. And now when I look at the Trump rallies, and I look at Elon Musk, and I look at Trump, and I look at everyone in the crowd, and I go on Facebook and look at comment sections, and I go look at their profile pictures, and I look at what they say, and I look at how they say it, and I think about what was guiding them to make those decisions. As I'm recording videos of actual demonic attacks that happen to me daily, where negative entities pilot unconscious people to come attack my consciousness so I can't think, and they'll go so far as to rip me out of my tent illegally and mace me just to make the guy feel better about himself. That's how lost the people are. And that quit my porn addiction forever. I was probably gonna watch porn every week at least, whenever I'd feel like up to it, and then I want to feel good being out there cold, and now I can't. So it says it's at 5:49, but I only have 5 minutes and 45 seconds, so I don't think this is gonna load. But this is a good video, maybe for a documentary.